Alright, I've made it home, and I've been thinking about the siding and everything else going on around here. I was in Stinky Holler, and there was rocks throwed, a couple of smaller vocals. Bailey still ain't touched her dog food in here, but I'm home now, so she's getting the human food like she is a human. That is a different tote, and it don't look like it's been messed with, but that's got my camping gear in it, some of it. I'm trying to get this straightened up. But anyway, see, the footprints are all washed out. We had a flood earlier, everything last night and this morning. The creek was way up. Nothing happened, nothing like my house wasn't hit. I heard a couple other things in the shed, which I've got recorded. But I wanted to try to get my videos out I took while I was up before the sighting. Because like I said, I had rocks throwed. I heard a few vocals. I was followed. And there's at least 3 of them around. But anyway, back to the sighting. I'm thinking it was a mother. Or, you know, it wasn't the biggest Bigfoot, I don't guess. Of course, here where I'm at, we call them wood boogers. And there's different types of Bigfoot, Sasquatch. There's 4 main types, and then you have offshoots of that. Around here, they're called wood boogers. And I can't remember the type or anything. You can do the research for yourself on them. But here in Kentucky and in the South, I mean, you have swamp apes, stuff like that. The rougarou. But anyway, I think it was either a young mother or like an aunt or something, or it could have been, you know, a cousin. It could have been a young male. I had found tracks. You'll see the tracks in the videos coming up. And I think it had a young one on its back. And here's what I'm thinking happened. I was down in the holler. And as soon as I got it to a spot that I know, on back deeper in the holler, I know they stay back in there when they come around. It's part of their path. It's part of their route. And they've got, I don't know if it's a side route that comes here. I haven't figured it out totally yet. Their routes. I'm working on it. But summer's a busy time, and I try to get out there as much as I can, but you still have to cut grass, tend to the garden, just different, you know, summertime stuff. And then I got fall coming up and wood cutting, which that should be easy this year. But anyway, I'm thinking it was a young mother. And I'm thinking whenever I was walking up that holler, because they started really throwing the rocks and wanting me out of there. So I did. I turned around. You've got to understand something. I'm by myself. There's at least 3 of them there. Bailey didn't even come with me on this trip. Only it was just me and Pearl and the camera. And that's it. And for anybody that don't know, Pearl sticks by my side. And she speaks with a loud voice. So that's that. But I think the one that I saw was up on the ridge line. And I don't know if it was one throwing the rocks or it was part of the main troop. I've got a troop here, but I know at least 5 are in there. Probably more than 5. But I'm guessing maybe 6 or 7. Maybe more, I don't know. But I found 5 different tracks. Different size tracks. And I think that they was maybe a couple sentries that they post a sentry here at my house. That's why I've got these structures around my house. That keeps an eye on me. So they know what I'm doing. And I think that whenever I walked up there, I might have been getting too close to the young ones. So they started throwing rocks and stuff, wanting me out of there. And usually whenever I leave, I pull up out of the Stinky Holler and I make a left and go to the house. This time I made a right to go up and film for one of my subs that was wondering about a spot that did have a dark area, and I swear I'm going to get up there and film it, but my battery ran out that day. And I made a right. and I think I snuck up on it because sound travels kind of funny in these hollers. She was up on the ridge line. I don't know if it couldn't tell which way I was going, where it was posted, where it was sitting at, or at least before it broke from the brush. I couldn't find anything, no trail on the other side, fresh tracks or anything kicked up. But on the side that going back down the Stinky Holler, the way she broke for, or it broke for, and it was fast. I mean, this was a flash. Literally, I seen it for a second, maybe a little bit longer. But I had a tree in the way, the grass was tall, but the rear end of it was humped up. It was stretched out and going. It was gone. And I think it had moved on up, and you can hear in the video a couple of calls, and I swear I think the first call at the 6-minute mark was the mother, the aunt or whatever. Snow White Bigfoot is the one that actually found it, and I must have heard at the time that you're so nervous about things, and I mean, it was a wild time. But then, like 40 seconds later, I'm thinking at 6:39, you can hear another one, which sounds like a young one to me. And I turned around right after that. Because you could hear me say I'm not one in the brush or that thick stuff or whatever I said. I don't even think I had a flashlight with me that day. So I turned around and got out of there. There was no mind speak, nothing like that. It's just a gut feeling you get. I mean, I've had it before, right before I've slid my truck driving in the snow, and you just know something's going to happen, something bad, so you slow down, so you turn around. Nothing magical about it, but that's what happened. Next few videos after this one is going to be about the Stinky Holler. Please keep your eyes open because they was around me. Thank y'all and God bless.